29th. It's about 8:15 a.m. This is my second attempt at this video. The first time I blabbered on for half an hour and the footage is all weird and wonky and I can't fix it. So zooming right through this time, I guess. We're just back from a long holiday weekend. I hope that you had a fun weekend and that if you traveled, your travel was uneventful and safe. It was nice here on Saturday. It was in the 70s, but Sunday and Monday it was cold and rainy, so we didn't do much. We did our errands and grocery shopping, and we went to down south to pick up something that my husband purchased a month ago that had been waiting on hold because he purchased what is it, like I think it's called like a double pedal for his electric drum set, and he bought it from used, so he bought it secondhand from Guitar Center last month when we were away on our trip, and because of city ordinance or state law or something, because it's secondhand, the Guitar Center couldn't release it for at least 30 days just to make sure that it wasn't stolen. So everything was all set, but the 30 days had passed, so we went to do that. And while we were in the area, we went to a Joann's that I had never been to before, which was cool because I needed more double-sided tape because I've just been going through a ton of it with these invitations that I've been working on. And then, of course, they had an actual real clearance section, so I have something to show you in just a minute, and did our grocery shopping. And then we mostly just kind of stayed home, and we vacuumed and got caught up on laundry. We were running really low on towels and stuff like that. If you can hear that noise in the background, that's my dishwasher running. It's about 8 feet in this direction. I forgot to start it last night. I had this open and everything. I just forgot to click on. So I'm trying to get through that again. Today, not too much going on today, just trying to get caught up on some work. Over the weekend, I finished the invitations, so I will show those to you guys. And also I had a chance to pull out the May Hero Arts Kit and play with that a little bit. I don't have anything to show off. I've just been playing with it in little bits here and there. So you look for stuff coming later. But here is the invitations, the long-awaited invitations for the baby shower for my stepson and his wife. They are finally done. The navy blue card base is from Gina K in the navy. This is the map. Where did I put it? I had it a minute ago. Scrapbook paper. I think that, oh, it's right here. That I got from scrapbook.com. It's the world map paper from Reminisce. Then I cut up the navy, I'm sorry, not the navy, the ivory parts that you see. All of the text was done in my Cricut Design Space print and cut, and then once they were print and cut, I put them on ivory cardstock from Staples. Just plain inexpensive cardstock, and then of course I edged all of the ivory with some Distress Oxide and Vintage Photo to kind of tint it a little bit to kind of pull together the map theme. And here we are. Open it to the inside, and the text is all Rachel did all of that basically, and I just printed out what she wanted. And here's more of that navy from Gina K. And some heat embossing. I used some of the Ranger Liquid Platinum for these arrows. These arrows are from that Artsy set that I hauled for you guys not too long ago, which I bought just for the arrow stamp to do this. This set is not really my thing, so look for this coming soon in my next D-stash if you're interested. And then, of course, this North Star stamp, which I did in silver from Recollections, is just the star from the, I think it's the December My Monthly Hero kit, the Arabian Nights kit, the star from that on the bottom. And then, of course, the top here, this is an actual brad from Eyelet Outlet that I grabbed from a cherryontop.com, and you guys saw me haul that. Basically, you guys have been with me through every step of the way. I'm really glad this is done. This is 50 baby showers, 50 baby shower invitations. It's quite a bit more than I've ever done for a baby shower. Quite a large party. I suspect because Kyle and Rachel didn't have a quote-unquote real wedding. They got married in Kyle's mother's living room. Very spur of the moment, like we weren't even invited or told that it was happening until after it was over. I suspect because they didn't do the real wedding route that they're kind of taking this, really going to enjoy this event. They're kind of taking it a little bit extra to make up for the lack of wedding. But anyway, so 50 baby shower invitations done. They are going out in the mail today. I'm going to priority mail them to her so that they get them quickly. This is kind of a last minute thing if you're new here or whatnot. They were expecting twins, and sadly at the end of April one of them passed away. And it looked for a while that we were going to lose the other one too. So now that everything looks like it's going to be okay, it's kind of a scramble to pull together this stuff. But to her credit, she has been contacting by phone or email or Facebook or whatever the people that were on her guest list to have them save the date, and the formal invitation going to follow. So hopefully it's not going to be too bad. But the shower's on the 23rd, I think, so I really need to get these to her so that she can get them out of the mail. It was a holiday weekend, so I couldn't ship them out yesterday, Monday, and my husband helped the last stretch of the way with the heat embossing, which was really helpful. So I mentioned that we stopped at Joann's. So, and this is what I got from Joann. Aside from the tape, this is what I grabbed from Joann's. I kept the tag on it because I wasn't sure if I was going to keep it or not, but now I think that I'm going to, but I just wanted to show you. So it was $12.97 for this organizer. And I grabbed it for my, and I'm so sorry, this is my camera angle, so I can't show the whole thing at once. This I'm going to use for my coloring on the go, more specifically my watercolor markers. I had been using, and it was working fine, except it was large and cumbersome. I had been using my large LL Bean canvas tote, and I would just have all my markers in a makeup bag in there, and everything else just tossed into the bag. It was really rather kind of large, and I had kind of wanted something a little bit smaller and more organized, and I thought that this would be okay, and I got it home and I was like, eh. And this morning, I mentioned this is the second time that I filmed this. The first time I went through all the, I decided in that video that I was going to keep it because I liked it so much. So we'll just very briefly touch on some of the things. So it has these two pockets here, which I found great to store some markers. These are what I have for my watercolor markers so far. I've got my Tombos, and of course I have a couple distress markers. And then the Artist Loft markers from Michaels. And you guys have seen all of these before. And I don't have enough yet, obviously, to fill the pockets, but I'm still working on collecting them, so it's still a work in progress. And this, the other side of the tote has this pocket here, which I found to be great to stash my brushes. And then, of course, the projects that I am working on. When I take this to go, I have a plastic, actually, it's right here. I have this plastic lap pad with the cushion underneath it that I take with me. It's just very lightweight, and it even has a handle so I can carry it with me. So I take that, and I usually sit in my little camp chair and color. So I thought this would help with that. It has a bunch of pockets on the side, and again, I wasn't sure I was going to keep it or not, so a lot of them still have the paper inside of them, but I will put them to good use. And one of the things that I had talked about out loud in the first video is that when I take this on the go with me, I'm usually at a game or my daughter's practice or something that involves me having to sit there bored for a couple of hours waiting for kids to hurry up. But obviously still within proximity so that I can watch the kids and cheer on my daughter. I don't just carry my craft stuff. I have to bring my purse with me and my water bottle and my snacks. And then usually when we're going to these games, especially an away game, you're parking your car and you have to walk like a quarter of a mile to find whatever field you're supposed to be at. And meanwhile, I'm toting that large LL Bean bag. I'm helping my daughter carry her equipment. I've got my lawn chair. I've got my purse because it has my wallet and my phone and my keys in it. But then I was thinking out loud with this, it has so many different pockets that I could probably put some of the essentials that I needed to carry with me, and this could also double as my purse on the go for those events. So I played a little bit with it. This is my actual wallet. This pocket right here, this zipper pocket on the side, will fit my wallet. The whole wallet will fit right in here. With some finagling, of course, but it will fit in here, and then it will close, and I can zipper my wallet in here, and nobody will ever know that I have my wallet here. My keys, I can obviously toss them on top of something here, or I can just slip them into one of the, or I can just slip them into the pocket here, sort of. Maybe not from this angle because I can't see what I'm doing because it's away from me, but, and then my phone, which I can't show you my phone because I'm filming on my phone, but my phone will fit in here, and then I can carry my own water bottle in here, and then I can carry some snacks in here, and then I'm still carrying in this one simple tote my coloring stuff, so I have everything that I need on the go. Which I thought was perfect. This right here is my traveling watercolor water. You can see it's tinged and gross. Usually what I'll do, my camp chair has cup holders in the arms. So usually I just pop the top off, pop this in one of the cup holders, and this is my paint water. I replace it every once in a while. It's kind of reddish right now, and that fits right in here as well, perfectly. So I like it. Again, it was $12.97. I wasn't sure about it, but now that I played with it earlier, I think that it's going to work out awesome. I like it. Kind of a nice way to keep everything together. Again, it was $12.97. It's from Organizing Essentials. It's called the Craft Caddy Organizer. They only had this one pattern available, so I don't know. Here's the SKU if anybody needs it. They only had one pattern that I saw at this Joann's that we were at. So I don't know if they make other options, but I happen to like this one. I like the nice gray, and also the chances of this riding on the floor of my car are pretty high. So I'm hoping that it looks like a nice, you know, washable canvas for starters, but just the gray will help kind of hide the fact that it's going to get dingy. I like it, and a good price. So I had a couple of other things, quick haul things to show you guys. Nothing too exciting, just some small orders that I had placed last week. I didn't do a lot of shopping last week because I knew that's kind of our the weeks when I give myself the bigger paydays for my business, because I know that rent is due. So anyway, so I just have a few small things to show you. I did place a small close to my heart order, just because it had been sitting. I figured it was time to just go ahead and place it because it had been sitting there long enough. I grabbed the prickly pear stamp and thin cut set, very cute, and then of course the coordinating complements to go with that. And we also have the little dreamer dies and stamps, and then the complements to go with that. I thought this would look nice with the scrapbook that Lee and I picked out. It's a nice unicorn rainbow scrapbook. Just a little something fun. So that's close to my heart. And the other order that I placed was Blitsy, which was not a place that I had planned to order, because I did just do a Blitsy order not too long ago. But they did have some cool stuff on clearance, and then they had a sale on Tombow markers. As you know, I'm building my collection of Tombow markers slowly. That's what's in here. So I'll have a few more once I swatch them out. I'll have a few more to add to here. I don't have the official swatch sheet. Actually, I should probably check to see if you can download some sort of swatch sheet, but I kind of make my own swatches for Tombow. But anyway, so 2 more sets. These were a really good price. I think these were only around $16, so that's, you know, around $10 savings. This is the Portrait Palette. I prioritized this one because I needed some flesh tones. I noticed as I was doing some coloring last week. And then because these were pretty, the Galaxy palette. I grabbed this one because whenever I'm in Michael's and I'm trying to use my 40% off coupon, this is always sold out. So, so I was going to get 2. I knew I was going to get 2 because 2 fit in the budget. I knew I needed this one, and this one I was like, you know what? I have a harder time finding this one, so while they have it, I'm going to grab this one. And then also for Blitsy, just because they were on clearance, deep clearance, a couple of more Copic markers for my small Copic collection. I have the full set of Spectrum Noirs, but I've been having a hard time buying the refills for them, or at least finding a merchant where I can get all of the refills. And it was getting to be too much to be like, okay, well, I can order 2 colors from here, and then 1 color from here, and 1 color from here. So a very hard time getting the refills for that. At least within reason. I know that you can order them directly from Crafter's Companion, but they never seem to go on sale, and they're expensive. So it turns out that they really weren't working into my budget after all, which is a little bit disappointing. So I've decided that when I see a Copic on deep clearance, like it has to be 50% off or more, then I'll go ahead and pick it up. So I grabbed C5 and W5 and E000. These were all, I think they were in the $3 range on clearance from Blitsy, so that met my met my standards of being on deep clearance. So now I only have 2 other Copic markers, so now I have a total of 5. Might be time to download the color chart, right? Exciting, huh? So that'll slowly get built. That's kind of a really low priority for me because again, I already have all the Spectrum Noirs, so I'll just slowly be building my collection as stuff comes in here. So that's pretty much all I have for haul stuff. Let me look at my little list here that I'm supposed to be consulting. What's coming up this week? I'm working on the Hero Arts kit. I have to do a ton of work for my Etsy shop. Plus, I'm preparing for a Christmas in July sales event along with a ton of other sellers, and I'll tell you guys more about that later. A ton of other Etsy shops. So, but I need to. We won't have information until like the end of June about that. But in the meanwhile, I need to get my shop in ship shape for that. I have the We Are Memory Keepers Happy Jig that I want to play with. I have a black ink compare and contrast that I want to do for you guys on the camera. Look for my latest D-stash coming in a week or two. Probably not going to bother with it this week, but I still have, I'll link my current D-stash down below. It's currently up to date with what's still available and what's not still available. However, it is cross-posted, so if you are interested in something, jump on it. Because it's gonna go to whoever claims it first, and it is posted in a couple of other places as well. It'll be nice to refilm that with, as I continue to go through my craft stuff, add more stuff to it and take off that list stuff that is no longer relevant because it's no longer here, and there's no point in forcing people to sit through a long video. My health has been fine. I started that new medication last week. Newly diagnosed, unexpectedly diagnosed, what is it called? Polycystic ovarian syndrome. And I started a medication last week that should help with some stuff. I'm not noticing any side effects. I'm not having any problems. I'm not noticing anything different so far. I was told that because it's a diuretic, it might make me pee a lot more. I'm not noticing a difference with that. It is a hypertension, it is a blood pressure medication as well, and I already have low blood pressure, so there's that risk that it's going to lower my blood pressure even more dangerously, and that I might pass out and stuff like that. I'm not having any issues. I'm not feeling any more lightheaded than normal. So far I'm fine. It's only been a couple of days though, and I go in for blood work at the end of June, and then I have a regular doctor's visit at the end of June. My husband has a doctor's appointment as well. I have to make a first birthday card, and I need to do that soon actually because it has to get in the mail. And I think the only other thing that I really had to share with you guys I'm sorry, two things. So one of them for, I was just recently approved for a few different manufacturers and merchants for more affiliate links through the share a sale program. So I will be trying to figure out how to do that this week. That'd be cool. I don't know how to do it. So other than leave a link, but all of them have different kind of requirements and things that they ask and so on and so forth. So I need to spend a little bit more time researching that. And lastly, I talked to you guys about the apartment hunt, looking for an apartment in this place that we're trying to get to, and this non-communicative landlord who said on Friday that he would like to meet us this weekend and show us the place, and never heard from him again. As of this airing, we still haven't heard from him. So, and now it's the 29th right now of May. We have to give our landlords 30 days notice, or like a month's notice. So if we don't give them notice within like the next 2 days, we have to wait until August now to move. So we're no longer going to be relying on this guy. The reason why we had so many hopes on this guy is because it's literally the only 2-bedroom place for rent that is in this little town that we want to move to. We've even done, well, maybe people haven't, maybe they just have for rent signs on the window or whatever, and they're just not advertising. So we actually went so far as to drive through most of the town looking for rent signs wherever we could find it, and nothing. This is the only 2-bedroom place that we could find in the entire town. And whatever. We're going to have to move on. So fingers crossed for us that something else opens up, or this guy shapes up or whatever. Because again, like we probably can't afford to rent this place and the new place simultaneously. At least not do that and still buy gas for the car and buy food for the kids. So we do need to give 30 days notice to our current landlords that we love, and we would not just take off. So, and I would hope that any landlord would appreciate that is a quality in a tenant that they could appreciate, is that they're going to at least give me 30 days notice, so they're not going to take off. So if we do not find something within the next 2 days, that pushes us back to August, which is, again, very dangerous, entering dangerous territory, because in New Hampshire here, the kids go back to school like the 3rd week in August. So our daughter if we want to get her settled into a new school district before the new school year, we are desperately running out of time and just can't find anywhere else to be. Fingers crossed for us. I'll update you guys if anything changes on that. Otherwise, it looks like it was really dark and cold this morning. It looks like it's shaping up. It's nice and sunny, so I'm probably actually going to go take my walk and take my shower and then get to my grass. Thanks very much for your very kind attention, as always, and your comments and likes and subscribes. We're almost at 300 subscribers, so keep that in mind. We're going to be doing a giveaway pretty soon. I have a drawer of stuff that I've just been kind of tossing stuff into, so I'll pull that out and we'll actually pull together and organize a giveaway when it gets time. So I think we're within 10 subscribers, so we might be looking at that sometime this month. Anyway, that's it. Thanks very much. Take care. I'll check in with you guys later this week. Bye.